a few good one-liners queued up right before this, and I was like, oh, really? Like, that would have been perfect for camera. I've just been so hemmed up on that. I don't know why. Oh my God, what do you do? Just knows that the handle issue. Be all good. Eyes of fire, huh? Dude, I got a little stoned. So this video here is more of a diary for understanding a level of stonedness. You know, y'all want to stone me, I'm just going to get stoned in front of you. So you hit me. You got me with tons of rocks. You beat the ever-living crap out of me. You can't see me. You're at the blasphemy stage, and that's fine. What do I need to convince anybody for? I love the life that I'm living. God talks through me and to me every 2 seconds. Faster than that, like a speeding bullet. It runs through my veins. You believe? Cut me like a knife. I mean, I'm not Jesus. I can go ahead and take a snapshot and go like this, and I can put a picture of Jesus up for you, because I do know who the Jesus isn't all of us. But I can give you my age Jesus, a couple years younger. He's, I think, 31, 30. He's at the beginning of his, I mean, he understands who he is, but he hasn't been at this level of that yet. So you see, they like to say that men between the ages of 30 and 35 go through these spiritual dwelling changes. They could be manic, they could be depressed. It happens in women too. But they don't see it. Some do. They're opening up about it. But there's another venture. Now, I like to see the darker half of life. And I'm starting to see it more and more. I mean, the red Dodge Charger really kind of threw it out there. Oh. And I never watched it on Netflix, never really cared, didn't really think of it, I just wasn't into it. Like back then, I wasn't really into God as much as I ran away from him. I was the prodigal son at that time. That's when I realized that when I came home, he's like, son, go get the fatted calf. Now, right now, I'm acting like the prodigal son. Well, no, time out. I'm acting like the older brother who's going to get the fatted calf, and this is my conversation within the time it takes for me to go from when Dad said to the point I picked up the fucking calf and brought it home and said, why the fuck does, At the same time, I'm grateful because I look at God for every story that he's put on my heart, for everything I've lived. I've actually lived it out. And looking back on my life and noticing those moments, I was like, I gagged it up. I mean, come on, Samson? Sando? He played for the Saints. Sir Isaac Newton, thank you. Newton North. See, people I went to school with, my friends here on Facebook, I don't understand the algorithm. Do we even get past like 25 people that, unless we click on somebody, we don't necessarily see anyone else? I mean, I got 1,500 friends, but I only see like the same, thankfully now, about 20. I appreciate all of you. I love seeing everyone come out of the woodwork. Now I've been saying in my heart, I'm like, please God, can she come out of the woodwork? Can she come out of the woods now? Like, I look at her like she's my Abigail Williams, my Abigail what? Yeah, that too. But my Abigail Adams. Sam Adams to her Abigail Adams. And I know that her and I can make the next president. Not picking a booger, something just flew up my nose. Did you see it? Did you see it go up there? Oh, that was weird. Now that could be cut and edited, and the idea of you guys are thinking I'm on something. I'm sitting there trying to, crack sniff it out. No, no foul play. Foul play is artificial intelligence tearing apart a man who's sitting here before you, talking as if he is, which I can tell you definitely is Lucifer. Satan. Come on, I've been wearing red. I've been trying to entice you. I've been wearing I have the markings of the beast. You see, God is both. But like I said, I can point to many different Jesuses. All of you are Jesus in my heart. I get giggity. I'm Jesus too. So is the big guy above me, the one who owns this house, Zacchaeus, my God. I'm coming to stay with you. Shh, don't tell nobody. He's so humble. Joel, don't get weird on me now. You're getting weird. But it said with such subtlety, such fairness, such understanding, such Diego. It's a teacher. I got to go through him before I can go upstairs and talk to the big guy. I'm not going anywhere. I have another Father who's been waiting for me. I love the fact that we can control time. The world still revolves. The world still does its thing. Everyone out there, you're all living your lives, enjoying your families, getting over the hump, and hopefully I pray that it's the end of this COVID. I think we got it all out. We worked out all the kinks. Set up enough. 1,000 at my side, 10,000 in my hand. Sounds about right. The numbers weren't really the numbers that you say they were. There weren't that many cases. There were a lot of cases. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong on that. Because you have to multiply it by the multitudes. 7 times 77. Remember, 144,000 need to go up, and then we got to even the playing fields. Man, you're still here on earth. I'm living it right now. I'm a fucking walking angel. It's weird. I feel like my wings are either growing in or they're getting cut off. I don't know which one it is. It depends on the world. You see, it's up against God, up against the world. And Satan in the atmosphere, in the science is involved too, so fuck you weird Scientology people. It's just hi. That's too good. That's too good. Why? And I look up to Tom, even though he's shorter than me. And that's the other weird thing too. I talk about celebrities like we've been friends forever. Like, because I know that they do. They praise. They pray to God. They donate and do everything they got to do the right way by their money because they have that opportunity. That's the thing about being famous and rich. But sometimes when you begin the start of it, you have all these good intentions and then you want to do bad after that. Or it's the other way around. You have intentions of, I want to go, bang bitches and get money. Or, no, I want to help families grow. I want to see men be able to be men and treat women appropriately and not get stressed out by the workday and be able to spend more time with your family. Schedules and the demand and the hierarchy. It's getting a little bit extra with power. And I'd like to be able to just take that power from you. Thank you, because I don't think any of you really fucking deserve it. So give me all your power. God, I gotta play out Lucifer. Give me all your power. Give me everything. I felt ashamed doing that. I did. I honestly did. I had to have that moment. I had to have the moment of feeling ashamed. Sometimes it just makes me do weird things. So I came to you first in all white. Hit it out of the park. Now here I am. And I did say, I know Lucifer's been out since 2016, but no joke, I haven't actually ever watched it. And that really crossed my mind. And I saw it in a new season or whatever that is, and I couldn't watch it yet. But my heart started traveling back, and it's like signs of seasons because my heart traveled, and I've been doing the same thing for 3 years. My heart traveled back to Sons of Anarchy, and I just could think of Jackson. I'm like, really? Am I? No way. Did he really die? Did Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., did Shields really get him? Did Chikos really get him? Nah, he just knocked out his 2 front teeth. Oh, Lennon. Danny boy. Danny boy. I've been thinking about a bike, and I got a captain I want to go ride with. I want him to teach me because that's someone I could trust being on the road side by side with. I don't need to be riding along, with friends that are just going to do stupid things on their bikes. I get worked up, anxiety seeing a little kid get out of a car and mom's not paying attention for a second. But I know that superhuman strength that she's just going to go ahead and swat that car up the street away from her kid. Watch that happen. Invincibles. Imagine if we all actually really had powers. Superpowers, like I could see through the screen directly at you. I thank him for that. It's artificial intelligence. That's giving us the mind to be able to create, to be able to generate, to be able to understand. But we're not. We're mixing a few. We got a few loose screws to handle. We got to either tighten them or take them out, and then fill it. Fill the holes. How do we fill the holes? We got to replant it, right? We got to cultivate. Correct. Am I getting on topic? Because now I'm going to go change my shirt because I'm really starting to get like, I might have to take it off. And I know you guys don't like it when I take it off. You don't like it when I talk to you with no shirt on. You're like, this guy's fucking, what the hell is he doing? Man, that ain't godly. I thought he's been walking with God. I thought he was doing the right things. Oh, no, I'm standing here with my hat and like a panhandle. No, I'm working hard for my money. I get paid by the same guy that I live under his roof. And he teaches me. As I dance around him, singing and praising, knowing that God is working within me to create me. You see, I was so far gone. I was so lost before. And since I've been able to help find myself, I love it. Everyone's so ahead of the schedule. They didn't realize that everything that they're doing, that they did now or were doing before. Hi, my name is Joe. I work in a button factory. What they did before should have been the first day everything ever happened. I gave a actual complaint. I actually said that I felt suicidal. November 18th, 2018. I sat there and said that to the police. I said, they were like, what's going on? I've been seeing myself hanging from my garage. I was envisioning myself wrapping myself around a tree, like in a severity, not just a random like, well, what if? There are no what ifs, so don't ever what if it. Make sure there are none. So. But I had that, and that was 2018, but you know what they did? They threw me butt-ass naked in a jail cell over an incident that was spoken of the night before. More than enough time to create motive. You want to just be, because I have one prior of a similar scenario. This is what I'm dealing and facing with in the state. Or not only me though, but as men in this state. There's been a curse over every man. You see, the curse is that we're the ones that go off to war. The good men go off to war and they die. While David gets to stay back. Deal with the woman who's bathing on the rooftop. And it's an endless circle, an endless cycle, and I'm here to kill it. I'm here to ruin it. I own it. Well, I have possession of it. I know what to do with it. Do I have the means and the right people I want to do it with? Not yet. I do, but we gotta schedule it. Because some people would go against me and do the opposite thing. So if we ever get into that black car conversation, which I told you, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Better make sure it's a silver one. Show up in silver, please. That's OCD. Why am I like that? A lot of these things are new to me. Like this whole like planting myself, fasting endlessly. Like, I mean, and not lack of sleep. I have been getting good sleep. It's sore because I'm on the couch and back and forth between the air mattress and the couch, but it's all right. And it's better than being outside on the streets. Thank you. And thank you, Jen. Thank you, him. Jaime. Nope, Diego. Teacher. He's like, Joe, I don't watch your videos. Yes, you do. Yeah, you gloat. He's talking about me. But then he doesn't gloat because, well, you can gloat in private because you're talking with God. You go to your secret place, you talk to God. Now, how do a lot of people pray? This is actually 16-minute mark. It's a good time to really throw this out there. Let's go ahead and actually have a conversation about that. You see, real Satan, they say, knows the Bible more than and I didn't deny that. I said that's absolutely true. I don't know what was written about me. I mean, Moses, I wrote it, but it comes to me no different than it comes to you. Let's call it that. That's fair. That's fair to say. And I got to be fair-minded. Opening up and being a little boastful at one point, I got to work through technically I had to work through, and I also had to work through them in the open. You see all these vendors, all these streetcar people, these like I showed you yesterday, and then, she decided to volunteer her time in the day to do something that she's out of her ordinary, out of her comfort zone. God took it one step forward and made me her first customer at this vendor shack, at the kiosk, for Great Rock Church, which I know is a sister church to Calvary, my church, my home. Pastor Tim. And we got to talking, and her name's Christina, and we got to talking, and she's a 45-year vet for nursing. And I know I've seen her. Yeah, I know she worked at uni, I swear to God. I remember it. I remember that smile. I remember these big rosy cheeks. And I even said to her, I was like, I love your smile. And she's like, oh, I love yours too. And we just got into this awesome conversation. And then when I went to go, I picked out 2 shirts because when she told me that the money goes to charity for children in Haiti, I was like, oh. And the good nurses at the hospital took such good care of me, and 90% of them were from Haiti. And I know that, and I said it to them, and it was like, when I was there, I always say, good nurse, thank you, and I was, going through it. And I love God so much. And I love them. I love everybody. I just love people. Stop thinking I'm Lucifer for a minute. I love everybody. And no, the good nurses were there for me. And, I told them, I said it, I was just like, when I was a kid, all I saw on TV was the commercials to help your country. Now I look as we grow up 20 years later, 30 years later, and in between. Those kids we helped, this country had helped then when the times were much better than now. They're here. They came to us to live among us and to help us and become nurses that they learned when they were kids that they wanted to be, who saved their lives, the guardian angels that were right there under the light. Okay, you can bring Lucifer back now. I'm just angry it was taken away from me. Because I love to help people. It's all I busted my butt for 5 years to be able to get rid of it. And I got 2 kids out of it, 2 beautiful angels out of it. I got my Adam and my Eve. My Jesus, my Mary, I'm Joseph. Just so you know. Just keep it that way. Keep it simple. Joseph, James. Oh, named after my fathers. And fathers before that, and fathers before that, fathers before that. Ooh, Enoch. Bridges by Enoch. Thank you. Thank you for that moment. Am I just going to lift into the sky and freak you all out? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't let somebody shoot me. None of that. Just messing with you. Fuck. Stop it. You're going to make him freak out. Cut it out. Now he's talking to himself. Literally, he looks like he's talking to himself. But he's looking at it like he's talking to a light in the sky, even though I know half the people that go to AA say, you know, you can believe in a light bulb. That's the most prettiest light bulb I've ever seen. Did you really just make me mock them? Oh, why? Why? That ain't nice. That was not nice. They're trying. They're pulling themselves out from the wreckage. They're doing everything. You know what I came down here for? I came down here to pull them out of the wreckage so I can bring the keys up to you. They're the keys. Huh. Keys to the castle? Keys to the mansion? Which one is it? I gotta bless this house in the holy water all over again? Or are we just putting on a show for these fine-ass people? I ain't into acting. I'm just talking. Talking to God. Because I can talk to him like that. I have a relationship with him. We chill. We kick it. And a lot lately I've been hanging out alone. And when I hang out with people, it's always a good time. With respect. And rightful doing. Now I'm ready. Don't you worry, I ain't gonna stay naked for too long, but I did have to show off the sexiness. Aaron was like, I know you're straight, but is it alright to just comment on your attributes? And I said, yeah. And he's like, can you, send pics? And I was like, well, watch my video. So I gave you 30 seconds of flub. I appreciate you. I'm flattered. Thank you. But yes, I'm turned on by women, not men. Sorry, bud. You are handsome, but not for me. There's a good, fine man out there for you somewhere. I promise you that. I know it. Just don't let him hurt your heart. Don't let him walk all over you. Don't let him steal your joy. Give him as much joy as you can. I know I drain people's joy. Learn that. I probably truly really am. Even though I changed shirts, I probably still am the devil. And like I said, I know who Jesus is in this world. And they go, you ain't Jesus. And I say, I know, he's in my heart. I'm Joseph. I'm his father. He's my young boy. And the real Jesus was like a kid brother to me. I feel that in my bones. Is the pastor who would be the pastor of my child.